Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Thanksgiving, and thank you for tuning in with Fred TV at Mac Aldrich Field for the biggest rivalry in the country between New Bedford High School and Durfee High School. My name is Robert Costa.
In a row on the season, so they're certainly looking to bounce back. New Bedford's 4-5, and they could be making the playoffs. Rob, you got more?
Right, and even with key injuries to New Bedford Whalers, I mean, they lost a quarterback, a wide receiver, and a running back. Just because it is a rivalry, I don't think that will have an effect. I mean, you have a beautiful day out here. There's no excuse for rain or slippage or too cold. It is beautiful on the field. So, I mean, because it is a rivalry, even though some teams are down with Durfee's record to 1-8 and New Bedford losing key players, it's still going to be an unbelievable game to watch.
Exactly, and you mentioned about key players. New Bedford's going to be without their top receiver, Jared Wood, their top running back, Marcel Tapina, and their quarterback, Miles Medeiros, is also going to be out for this game. So he won't get his record, unfortunately, for most touchdown passes. He was one away. We won't get to see that here today.
Right.
We also have the Durfee quarterback is going to be out of the game as well. He's not going to be starting. Instead, they have Tavelis Oliver starting for Quentin Souza. So there's some more changes there to the lineup.
And we do want to mention happy Thanksgiving to everyone tuning in to Fred TV here at Mac Aldrich Field. It is about rolling upon 10 a.m. as Durfee High School will face New Bedford Whalers. And let's take a listen in to the Durfee High School band. Yep, the image as you see will be the senior football players for Durfee High School met by their parents.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to Mac Aldrich Field, home of the Durfee Hilltoppers. Once again, welcome to Durfee High School. Thank you for celebrating with us Senior Day, Senior Morning, in honor of the Durfee Hilltopper football team. we'd like to take this time to recognize the hardworking senior athletes as well as their parents to show our appreciation for their hard work and dedication to the program and Durfee High School. Would all seniors and their parents who are there please remain there? We'd like to start by recognizing the 4 captains and their parents. Senior captain number 13, Todd Pexino. He is met by his father, Todd Pexino. Senior number 29, Tom Soares. He is met by his parents, Ed Soares and Lisa Young, and sister, Megan Soares.
That's number 13, Todd Pexino, met by his father, Todd Pexino. Following him, number 29, Tom Soares.
Captain number 65, Ben Feidelberg, is met by his parents, John and Polly Feidelberg. Senior captain number 74, Christian Cabrera. He is met by his parents, George and Iris Cabrera. Let's give a warm thank you to the captains for their hard work and true leadership on and off the field this football season. The next senior being recognized this morning is senior number 8, Tyler Pacheco. He is met by his parents, Kevin and Amanda Pacheco. Senior number 11, Chris Rondon. He is met by his mother, Nancy Rondon. Senior number 15, Sean Rogers. He is met by Uncle Rudy Gustav, cousins Martita Gustav and Fritz Gustav. Senior number 18, Mark Montalvo. He is met by his parents, Jose and Patricia Montalvo. Senior number 23, Fritz Gustav. He is met by his father, Rudy Gustav, and sister, Martiza Gustav. Senior number 42, Brian Baldo. He is met by his mother, Brenda Baldo. Senior number 43, Jordan Furtado. He is met by his grandmother, Barbara Silva. Senior number 53, Andrew Baptiste. He is met by his parents, David and Gretchen Baptiste. Senior number 54, John Ramos. He is met by his parents, John Ramos Sr. and Lisa Ramos. Senior number 59, Tim Pont. He is met by his parents, Cliff and Denise Pont. Senior number 68, Danny Booth. He is met by his parents, Soban Booth. Senior number 70, Chad Martins. He is met by his parents, his father Nick and mother Fatima Martins. Senior number 81, Devin Sanders. He is met by his parents, Mike and Katie Sanders. And senior, number 83, John Boudre. He is met by his stepfather, Dave Marchand, and mother, Leanne St. Pierre. How about a big round of applause and thank you to the seniors and their parents
Yeah.
for all their time, effort you have put into the Durfee High School football
Thank you, seniors
season.
and parents,
This
for all the
year
time and
and
effort you have put
throughout
into the
years.
Durfee High
Once
School
again,
football
how
throughout
about
the
it for
years.
senior class?
Thank you, seniors.
Okay, so all the seniors have been introduced, and the parents are on the field as well. And you're seeing a live shot of the field. And the band is about ready to
Once again, good
Star
morning,
Spangled
ladies and
Banner.
gentlemen, and welcome to Mac
in
Aldridge
just a few
Field.
minutes.
At this time, we would like you to direct your attention to the center of the field. Please stand, remove your hats, and remove your helmets. Direct your attention to the field as the Durfee High School Marching Band, along with the New Bedford High School Marching Band, will be joining forces on the field this morning as they play your national anthem. Actually, we're going to hold for a moment until New Bedford makes their way to the field.
And as you are seeing, New Bedford High School and Durfee collaborating as one marching band to give off the national anthem here at Mac Aldridge Field. Again, we want to thank you for tuning in to Fred TV Channel 17 to the Durfee New Bedford Thanksgiving Day football rivalry. You're about to see the national anthem.
As we await New Bedford, just a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, restrooms are available behind the scoreboard. The Porta Johns are there available for you also. Open is the field house for you as well. There's restrooms in there. Also, the sports boosters are selling refreshments on the Durfee side, so please help yourself. We also ask that you please throw away your trash this morning, as it is Thanksgiving and we don't want the custodians here till 2 o'clock picking up your trash. So if you'd be so kind to please throw your trash away, we would appreciate that.
Once again, you are watching Thanksgiving Day football on Fred TV, Whalers versus Hilltoppers, the 103rd matchup between these two teams.
And we are just waiting on the national anthem.
Well, if you were going, I was just looking for some updates as they happen so I can pass them along. Yeah, because this way we can let the New Bedford folks listen and know what's going on too.
And we are just waiting on the New Bedford Whalers to take the field so we can begin the national anthem.
See, Robert, it's a great day for football. The rains are gone, and this place is getting full. The New Bedford side's looking full. Durfee is full on this side, and it should be a great game today. As we said in the open, the Whalers have a 3-0 record right now in the last 3 games against the Hilltoppers. Prior to that, Durfee was on a 3-game winning streak against New Bedford, so Durfee's looking to try to reverse the fortune and come away with a home win here and finish out the season on a high note.
And I couldn't agree with you more, Evan.
The last time that the Hilltoppers won actually was your senior year, right? And you
Right,
were on
yeah.
the field.
I was on the field 2007, graduated 2008. And as a football player and many that have graduated and played for Durfee, you definitely get the goosebumps, as they say, as you come back and watch games as the years go on.
Exactly. We're going to direct your attention to the field for the national anthem. Well, as the marching bands march off the field, we're going to stay towards the field for the coin toss, the final of the opening ceremony. See who's going to get the ball first. You look at the Hilltoppers this season, one of the things, unfortunately, that they've struggled with is the offense. They've struggled getting points on the board. In fact, they got shut out in their last matchup. It was against Dartmouth. They lost that game 38-0. I think it'd be great for the Hilltoppers. They really should get the ball first. It'd be great if they win the coin toss and get the ball so that they can try to get some early points. You know, when you score first, it really helps the defense a lot better. It makes things a lot easier. you have the lead, you have that cushion, and then you can kind of build on it.
Right, definitely, and especially a game that involves adrenaline and the rivalry between both. You definitely want to get those early points early on so that you have a nice cushion to play with for the rest of the game.
Exactly.
And as you're seeing, the captains in front out for the coin toss and the seniors behind.
Also captain, but junior number 15, Michael Pozo. Number 70, Oliver Fires. And 80, Jared Wood. And the New Bedford seniors.
Captain number 65, Ben Feidelberg. Number 74, Christian Cabrera. Number 13, Todd Pixino. And number 29, Tom Soares. And if you may be tuning in to Fred TV, Channel 17, we do want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving here at Mac Aldridge Field, the biggest rivalry in the country, 103 years. Durfee Hilltoppers, New Bedford Whalers. And let's see what happens with the coin toss. Durfee elects to receive, as New Bedford will be kicking off.
There you go, and as I said, that's just what the Hilltoppers need. They really need to get the ball, march down the field. Even if it's a field goal, just get some points on the board. They've had trouble doing that this year, unfortunately. The offense has struggled, but if they get the points on the board, anything can happen. Last year, it was a 7-7 game in the fourth quarter here, on Thanksgiving Day. So anything can happen. The Whalers were able to sneak by and grab that one last year, but it was certainly a close contest. And it always seems to be when these two teams get together, all the hype and the adrenaline, as you talked about, it really seems to propel these teams to play the best football possible on Thanksgiving Day.
Set deep for the Hilltoppers, number 13, Todd Pixino. And number 22, Raheem Barzi. As New Bedford takes the field, getting ready to kick off.
Senior number 83, Jonathan Finnerty, getting ready to kick off and get this game underway. In high school football, we play 10-minute halves. There are no 4 quarters, 10-minute halves. We'll have a short break in halftime.
Kick is off, returned by Todd Pixino up the middle for a gain of about 15.
Stopped right at the 25-yard line, and that's where the Hilltoppers offense will take the field and start marching down.
Ball is going to be started at just around the 25-yard line at the 26. First down and 10 Hilltoppers.
The quarterback today, number 10, Tavelis Oliveira, filling in for Todd Pixino from the shotgun. Runs left, handoff, immediately tackled at the 20-yard line.
stopped in the back.
Loss of about 5. It's going to be second and long, second and about 15. Number 10, Tavelos Oliveira. Takes it himself up the middle. Immediately stuffed. At about the 22-yard line. Maybe a gain of 1 or 2 on that play. Durfee starting offense, number 2, Isaiah Slowick. Number 8, Tyler Pacheco. Number 10, Tavelos Oliveira. Number 13, Todd Pixino is a captain. Number 22, Raheem Barzi. 43, Jordan Furtado. And 83, Devin Sanders. That was an inside handoff, immediately stuffed for a loss of about 5 on the play. Great job on New Bedford's defense on that one.
Yeah, it's a 3 and out for the Hilltoppers. They don't gain much yardage there, and they'll be forced to punt.
Durfee pushed back to the 18-yard line. 4th and about 14, 8 minutes on the clock. A smart decision to punt. We'll see how far this kick goes. And it was a pretty decent punt down to the 45-yard line. Immediately fumbled, and what believes to be picked up by the Durfee Hilltoppers, but the Whalers squeaked in there somehow.
Yeah, it was more of a line drive kick. It really didn't get too high in the air there, and it made it difficult for the Whalers to catch it. Fumbled it, but it was still recovered, so they'll have the ball about the 44-yard line. Good field position for the Whalers to start off.
That's number 15, Mike Raposa under center, quarterback for the Whalers. Running back in motion, tossed left, and is tackled for a loss of about 2 yards on the play. Seems to be by number 39, Joey Manchesti, on the tackle. About 7:26 on the clock. Second down and long for the Whalers.
Both teams going to the run early. As expected, you don't see a lot of passing in high school football, a lot of running. The running game is really big, and both teams have not thrown the ball yet.
Again, number 15 under center. Handoff immediately stuffed by the Durfee defense. Looks like it's a loss of about 1. It'll be 3rd and 11 from the 45-yard line. If you're just tuning in for TV, we do want to thank you for tuning in to the New Bedford Durfee Thanksgiving Day rivalry. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. New Bedford is 3rd and long, 6 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. Quarterback number 15, Mike Raposa from shotgun, running back in motion right. Fakes the handoff, but gives it to the other running back. Picks up a gain of about 4. Will bring up what looks like a New Bedford punt.
Yeah, he lateraled it there. That was a little unexpected, but the guy was open. He had a hole to go through, but the Hilltoppers defense stopped him in his tracks.
Yep, New Bedford exposing a little trickery, end around, reverse type plays early on in the game. So you really have to expect anything from New Bedford at this point.
I'd say you can expect anything from both teams. Both teams want to win this game. Hilltoppers want to win it. You know, Durfee Pride all the way. The Pride is here. The stands are full today. It's a beautiful day for football.
And again, number 22, Raheem Barzi, set back to return the punt, as well as 13, Todd Pixino. And the Whalers trap it at about the 2-yard line.
uncatchable punt there. It just didn't happen. It bounced on the ground, and so the Hilltoppers are going to have to work to march down the field. They're going to have to almost go the entire length if they're going to score.
It was a great job by Durfee's defense for the 3 and out.
And both teams' defense is looking strong early on, ready for the run. We mentioned Durfee trying to win this end of the season on a high note. New Bedford is playing for extra life because Brockton's playing this afternoon, and if Brockton loses and New Bedford wins, New Bedford, despite losing to Brockton early in the year, will make it to the playoffs.
Right, that's a timeout, Durfee. The New Bedford Whalers starting defensive line, number 40, Cody Fuma, 60, Servalo Pyers, 66, Doug Pimentel, 86, Tyler Arena. Other seniors are starting, Hunter Flugel, number 9, Nate Gonzalo, 23, Jonathan Soares, 28, Carlos Santos III, number 30, as well as 36, Devin Santos, 44, Demetrius Washburn, 45, Ricky Moores. As Durfee's pushed back to about the goal line, we have the quarterback under center, Tavelis Oliver. Hands off up the middle. Raheem Barzi breaks it free, and he's going down to the 50. A wide open field. New Bedford Whaler right behind him, but can't catch him as Barzi scores. Touchdown, Durfee.
Unbelievable.
Ran up the middle, found a little seam, looked like what it was a trap play. Got past the linebackers, and the safeties were nowhere to be found as Raheem Barzi looked like a 99-yard touchdown run. But oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, we have a flag on the field, and it is on the Durfee Hilltoppers. As disappointing as it is to take back the touchdown, they do still end up with a big chunk of yardage on that play.
Yeah, the penalty occurred at the 40-yard line, so at the very least, we may see them gaining a bunch of yardage, but it doesn't look right now that the points are going to stand.
And that hurts. You know, you go out there, you have a wide open field, no one touching anybody, and then one of your defenders goes over and hits a New Bedford Whaler from the back or holds and messes up the entire play. You really got to lay low when you have a running back in wide open territory streaking for the end zone. And what was a 99-yard touchdown run brought it back to about a 25-yard run, which is really devastating for the Hilltoppers at this point.
Yeah, you know, if I'm the Hilltoppers, I go right back to that play.
I would.
Bedford wouldn't be expecting it.
Quarterback out of shotgun, handoff up the middle, immediately tackled at the 25-yard line. Second and long.
You know, penalties are part of the game, but that is a heartbreaker because I don't think anybody would have expected to see that right in the first quarter, or first half.
Quarterback out of shotgun, Tavelis Oliver. Drop back to pass, rolls right. Looks like he's going to take it himself. Looks like what's to be a 7-yard gain on the play. And he was taken out of bounds by Ricky Moraes, number 45 for the Whalers.
Very close to a first down. There might be like third and short, maybe third and inches. He went out of bounds. Very close to the first down. About 2 yards shy.
It's going to be 3rd and 1 with 4 minutes and 25 seconds on the clock. Quarterback Tavelis Oliver at shotgun. Hands off to the running back up the middle. Immediately tackled. Looks like what it could be a first down with a gain of 2 yards.
Yeah, a favorable tackle there as the Whalers tackled him forward, and he fell across the down line. So he actually gets the first down on that. Move the chains. Clock's still running.
And as it is a game of inches, that definitely helped. Once again, Tavelos Oliver, quarterback in shotgun. Looks like he drew the New Bedford Whalers offsides. Neutral zone infraction. The penalty was against the Whalers. Pick up 5 yards on that play, so now it'll be 1st and 5. 3:57 on the clock. If you're tuning in right now, thank you for joining us here at Fred TV. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. It is 0-0, New Bedford against the Hilltoppers. Inside handoff immediately stuffed with a loss of about 3 on the play.
The Whalers took care of that flag. They basically brought it back and lost about 3 or 4 yards on that. You know, it's something you got to do is you got to take advantage of your opponent's mistakes. And, you know, points off turnovers could be very big in this game.
Right.
Points off of penalties could be yardage off of penalties, should be very big in this game. The Hilltoppers couldn't take advantage of it there. They'll have a 3rd and long now.
Quarterback Tavelos Oliver from shotgun. Drops back to pass. Immediately swarmed by New Bedford defenders. Throws it. And tipped by a New Bedford Whaler defender. What looks like to be an incomplete pass.
It went right through the hands of the eligible receiver there and couldn't get his hands on it. So it's certainly not a fumble, as he never had control of the ball. And the Hilltoppers will be forced to punt again for the 2nd time.
So we have 3rd and long Hilltoppers at about the 38-yard line. Quarterback in shotgun. We have a timeout. Durfee. And Durfee looking to take the shotgun formation aspect of this game today. As you can do a numerous amount of plays from it. You can do the handoff, you can do a quick screen, or any type of pass play. So it really is beneficial to do it from the shotgun.
Yeah, you have a 3rd and long here. You want to keep moving the chains. And maybe head coach LeJohn Jones didn't see something he liked in the formation, you know, against the Whalers defense. Wants to mix it up a bit for this 3rd and long.
Back from shotgun. Fakes left, rolls out right. Has a wide open receiver. It's caught and by number 13, Todd Pixino, who runs it in for the touchdown. 6-0 Hilltoppers.
That one's legitimate. No flags on that one there. It's a great
They're not
throw.
taking that one back, ladies and gentlemen.
There's a great pass by the quarterback. Just an easy toss over the defenders.
So what seemed to be an early score by a 99-yard run by Raheem Barzi actually just got delayed a little bit by a touchdown pass to Todd Pixino. Durfee's huddling whether or not they're going to go for the extra point or 2-point conversion.
Looks like they might be going for 2 because I don't see the kicker on the field.
And they are going for 2. Raheem Barzi in the backfield. Tossed right to Raheem Barzi, who looks like he's going to run it in, and he did. 2-point conversion. Durfee 8, New Bedford 0.
That was a gutsy move. You know, early in the game, you almost like to take the sure extra point and just kick it in. There isn't much wind, actually. It's pretty calm out here. But Coach Jones saying, let's go for it and keep the pressure on, and it paid dividends. So now it's 8-0. The Whalers have to come back now.
Yeah, and like you were saying, you really don't want to chance anything early on. You want the definite points. But Durfee just showing you how they can pull out any type of play at any point in time, and you never know what you're going to expect from them.
Exactly, and as I keep stressing, that's really big to be, the first scorer in the game, especially in a big game like this against your rival. You want to do well. Both teams want to do well, and sometimes emotion and adrenaline can actually get in the way of that. So it's important to stay calm and composed on the field, but also have fun. And they really, composed some great plays there, marched right down the field, and they have the early score.
Number 12, Mike LaHoy Jr. set deep for New Bedford. A squib kick up the middle. New Bedford finally falls on it around the 30-yard line. Special teams today is focusing on the squib kick.
Absolutely. We look back to that last drive. If you recall, the Hilltoppers were at the 2-yard line, so it ends up being a 98-yard drive for the early score in this one. Whalers will have to go 70 yards if they expect to score as well.
As Durfee's from the shotgun, New Bedford takes the under center approach. Quarterback Mike Raposa, drop back to pass, doesn't see anything, takes it himself up the middle. He gets a good, nice chunk of yards, about 7 on the play. Thank you for tuning in to Fred TV, 2011 Thanksgiving Day football game between the rivalry New Bedford Whalers and Durfee Hilltoppers. If you're just tuning in, 8-0 Durfee, 1:55 on the clock in the first quarter. And as you saw, a quick little handoff immediately stuffed by the Durfee defense.
It looks like they're going to be just shy of the first. They have the next down, third down. It'll probably be about third and a yard, or maybe just a little more than a yard. Certainly a third and short. Might see a quarterback sneak here.
Hey, you never know. You can't expect anything from these two teams at this point. New Bedford breaks the huddle. Quarterback going under center. Number 15, Mike Raposa. Takes it himself, but I think he's stuffed. We'll take a look at what the refs say.
Yeah, they did go for that quarterback sneak, but it looks like they might be short. Fourth and maybe inches. And it looks like the Whalers are going to go for it. No hesitation. So both teams playing aggressive right now. Dennis Golden, the head coach for the Whalers, saying, well, we'll keep the pressure on too.
And a referee timeout. Bringing the chains out to get a more specific measurement.
You can see it on your screen at home. And they are just short. Fourth and inches.
We'll see if Durfee's defense is up to the test on this stand, as they have done many 3-and-outs so far this game. It's inches, so any type of tackle could actually push New Bedford forward. Timeout, the Whalers.
While we have a minute here, let's talk about, Robert, the recent history. The Whalers really dominated in the 90s. In fact, they swept that decade from the Hilltoppers.
They really did.
And in the 2000s, it was pretty much split. So now we go into the 2010s. Whalers are 1-0. Whalers have won about 66% of these Thanksgiving Day games.
Right.
So the Hilltoppers are certainly trying to, reverse that. They certainly want to keep getting some wins and keep getting their record against New Bedford better and keep improving it year to year. And again, last year, we talked about last year, it was a very tight game all the way through. To the fourth quarter, it was tied 7-7. So low scoring. The defenses are being very stingy with the yardage and the points. Right now, the defenses look pretty good right now as well.
And one of the factors that may have taken play with that is that the number of head coaches that have been switched out at the Durfee program. So obviously when you have the big dog, the head coach, being switched out, it's going to directly impact the players and the performance on the field.
Very, very true.
The quarterback takes the punt. Again, an unexpected quarterback shotgun punt type play. It's about the 9-yard line where it finally comes to rest.
Well, we said we'd expect everything. I certainly didn't expect to see that. You line up 4th and inches, but I guess, the Hilltoppers defense, as I said, has been very stingy, especially right now early in the game on the run.
And that definitely was a very smart play by the Whalers to kind of get more yardage out of the punt than they really would have if they would have set up as a punt formation.
Exactly, because the Hilltoppers weren't there to receive the kick, and therefore the ball's going to be marked at about the 10-yard line.
Two receivers split out right. Number 10, Tavelis Oliver from shotgun, sprints right, takes it himself, finds a gap, and is tackled at about the 25-yard line, picks up a gain of about 15 on the play.
Gotta love the quarterback doing it himself there. Didn't want to hand it off, didn't see an open receiver, so he just ran with it.
And that's just showing the athletic ability of the quarterback, a Michael Vick status type quarterback as he was switched in place of the old one, Todd Pixino.
Exactly.
Number 10, Tavelis Oliver from shotgun. Again, takes it himself. Only picks up about maybe a gain of 1 if he's lucky. And that was the thing coming into this game. Everyone knew that Tavelis Oliver was a great athlete, but just can he live up to the quarterback position?
Exactly. As Quentin Souza played in the last game, and I guess head coach Jones decided to switch it up today on Thanksgiving Day. And right now, at least, it's paid dividends. As that touchdown was a touchdown pass all the way down the field.
And that was to number 13, Todd Pixino, as the score is now 8-0. Durfee, as we conclude the first quarter, moving on to the second. Teams are huddling, getting things straightened away, and switching sides. Be sure to join Barbara and the crew from Citizens for Citizens for their annual Operations Christmas Telethon. We'll have it live all weekend here for you starting Friday, December 2nd through Sunday, December 3rd. Tune in, make some bids, and help some area children holiday a more joyful one this holiday season. Happy holidays from all of us here from Citizens for Citizens, and tune in to Fred TV that holiday weekend, December 2nd through December 3rd. That was immediately stuffed by the New Bedford Whalers defense. 9:40 on the clock as we begin the second quarter. Durfee's offense underway from about the 26-yard line. Quarterback from the shotgun position. Running back in motion right. Takes the snap, drop back. Scrambles right. And I think he picks up a yard or 2 on that one.
Yeah, he escaped the tackle there. If he was sacked, he would have lost about 5 yards. Able to gain, as you said, about a yard or 2.
This time changing to the under center position. Quarterback Tavelis Oliver. Actually, it's a punt. Caught at the 40-yard line. And that was by number 12, Mike LaHoy Jr. Scrambles. Breaks a tackle and tackled at about the 47-yard line.
So about a 40-yard punt there. And the Whalers will be starting just shy of the 50-yard line.
Definitely some good field position for the Whalers as they start off their first drive of the second quarter.
Exactly, and in the last drive, the Hilltoppers were able to stop them, and they still had good field position. So we'll see how the Whalers change things up a bit, read the formations on the defense, and maybe make some changes here in the second quarter.
That's number 15, Mike Raposa, under center. Fakes the handoff, fakes the toss. A wide open New Bedford receiver overthrown, incomplete pass.
Quarterback had him. The receiver was open.
That'll
just
bring up
overthrew
second
it
and
just
10.
a little bit.
Second and 10 for the Whalers.
Pass was intended for Jonathan Finnerty, the senior.
If you are tuning in, happy Thanksgiving from us at Fred TV. It's 8:16 on the clock, 8-0 Durfee. New Bedford on offense, second and 10. Quarterback from shotgun. Looks back to pass, doesn't, takes it himself. Finds a seam, picks up about 4 or 5 yards on the play. To be third and short for the Whalers.
Talked about the athleticism of the quarterbacks. That was a great move there to escape the tackle. He had a Hilltopper right on his heels, and he's able to dash right, dash left, and he got right through there and gained about 5 yards.
Whalers, third and 5. Quarterback from shotgun. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Drops back, doesn't find anyone open. And he does. Receiver to the right, number 8. And that is Preston Perry for the catch for the first down.
Great hands there from Perry. He really had to reach up for that one.
Yeah, it really did. It was what they call a fingertip catch.
Exactly. Gained about 15 yards. I believe that was the first pass completion of the day for the Whalers. They're moving the chains, getting down the field. Now they're about the 38-yard line.
Quarterback back in shotgun. Awaits the snap. Handoff up the middle, but takes it himself. Actually faked the handoff, took it himself, gained about 4 or 5 yards on the play. Mike Raposa, quarterback from New Bedford, very smart on deciding whether to take it himself, give it to the running back, or actually drop back and pass.
Very true, and actually right now early on, it looks as though the quarterback has more rushing yards than the running backs right now.
And Mike Raposa is definitely doing a very good job at filling in for Miles Medeiros. I know at 6'1", you had very tall shoes to fill.
Exactly, no pun intended.
Quarterback in shotgun. And it looks like what is caught by the New Bedford Whaler receiver. Maybe for a couple of yards on that play. 6:05 on the clock. It's going to be third and short for the Whalers. Third and 4, excuse me, from the 38-yard line. Entering the last part of the second quarter here at Mac Aldridge Field. Thank you for tuning in to Fred TV. Happy Thanksgiving, ladies and gentlemen, as you're watching the biggest rivalry in the country going on 103 years between New Bedford Whalers and Durfee Hilltoppers. Quarterback number 15, Mike Raposa from the shotgun. Takes it himself, faked the handoff, finds a wide open lane, blast past the Durfee defenders, and touchdown New Bedford. Like I was just saying, he does a very good job at making the decisions whether to take it himself or give it to the running back, but he definitely found the seam and got to the end zone on that play.
Exactly. A little over 25 yards there, that run to get into the end zone, about 25 to 30 yards. We'll see if they're going to go for 2 as well and try and tie it up. Don't forget, folks, at home, you can also watch this game on fredtv.us, www.fredtv.us, by clicking live on the homepage. You can always watch Fred TV live on the web 24/7.
And New Bedford Whalers, as Durfee did, are going to attempt the two-point conversion. Quarterback under center, motion right, fakes the handoff, actually takes it himself. Once again, takes it himself, ladies and gentlemen. Number 15, Mike Raposa. Two-point conversion is now 8-8 going on the second half of the second quarter.
All tied up here. Durfee scored late in the first quarter, and now midway through the second, New Bedford scores. We're tied up. Both teams going for two-point conversions, which I think is still pretty gutsy early on. But keeping the pressure on is part of the game. Both head coaches keeping with that motto.
And coming down to the phrase, offense wins games, but defense wins championships, this definitely is a championship-type game, as they've been very consistent defending each other's offense, and a very sporadic offensive drive for both Durfee and New Bedford, scoring on random drives. I mean, the defense have been consistent all game on stopping three and outs, and then it's just one little play here and there where they score.
Exactly. It's the one big play that you really got to be ready for. We said the running game's a big thing. The quarterback really made that drive, I have to say. I mean, he took it down the field for the touchdown, and he also had some rushing yards earlier in the drive. It was about
Raheem
a
Barzi
60-yard drive.
taking the return up the middle, finds a crease, good chunk of yards, of about almost a 35-yard line. First and 10 for the Hilltoppers, as we see if they can score before the half. That would be nice.
Absolutely. You'd love to go into the second half with a lead, especially knowing that New Bedford's going to get the ball at halftime.
Right.
It's the best yardage that the Hilltoppers have had so far on any kickoff or punt return, starting from about the 30.
Quarterback in shotgun, motion left, drops back to pass, has a receiver open, but intercepted. New Bedford, as he takes it around the 50-yard line. That's number 23, Nate Gonslow, takes it out of bounds at about the 40-yard line, but we do have a flag on the play. Maybe it's some type of pass interference. We'll tune into the refs to see what it may be.
I think it may be a hold. We'll have to see what the decision is.
So now it's holding New Bedford. And that'll bring them back to about the 45-yard line.
The interception will stand. The hold came after the fact. So the Whalers do get the ball back, and now the Hilltoppers will really have to play some tough defense to stop the Whalers in their tracks here. They really don't want the Whalers to score again on their second straight drive.
And as we were just saying, defense is everything. That was huge for New Bedford to get that interception, to break Durfee's momentum on scoring. And like we were just saying, Durfee scoring before the half would definitely give them the edge coming out, knowing New Bedford's getting the ball.
Exactly, and New Bedford would like nothing more than to score, knowing that they're getting the ball back. You know, I mentioned you got to take advantage of the opponent's mistakes and turnovers and penalty yards. That's the first turnover of the game, and the Whalers are looking to score some points off of that.
New Bedford out of shotgun, hands the ball off up the middle. Running back gets a gain of about 5 yards on the play. .446 on the clock. Tie ball game here at Mac Aldrich Field. Thank you for tuning in. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. It's going to be second and about 5 for New Bedford. Quarterback out of shotgun. Hands off up the middle. Finds a seam, picks up the first down for a pick of about 8.
Nice job by the offensive line there for New Bedford to create a hole for the running back to get right through there for the first down. Chains keep moving, and more importantly for New Bedford, they want this clock to keep running down because they don't want the Hilltoppers to get the ball before the end of the half.
Absolutely. That run was taken in by Kevin Nunes, number 5 for New Bedford, who picked up that first down. First and 10 on the 48. Tie ball game here, 8-8, as they both elected to go for that 2-point conversion after each touchdown. Timeout New Bedford.
Well, that'll stop the clock. They mustn't have liked the formation of the defense against their offense. So maybe they're going to switch it up. Tell you, it's just a beautiful day here at Durfee High School, Mac Aldridge Field. There have been plenty of games played in less than ideal conditions. This is ideal football weather.
It really is, and on the new multi-million-dollar stadium they just received back in 2007. The stands are packed, fans around the edges on the fence.
And the field is dry.
Field is dry.
More importantly, the field is dry. It's not a mud bath.
Quarterback from shotgun, Mike Raposa, takes it himself, finds another seam, breaks it out, looks like what to be another touchdown. Wide open sideline, cuts it back in, and is taken out within the 5-yard line. Another beautifully executed run by Mike Raposa, and on the decision to not give it to his running back but take it himself, bounced it outside, found the seam down the sideline, and was taken out within the 5-yard line.
I have to say, I didn't have the opportunity to see Miles Medeiros play at any point this season. But I can understand maybe why the head coach for New Bedford wanted to go with Mike Raposa. The athleticism, from what I'm seeing here, is just incredible. You know, passing the ball, he's made passes. He's running the ball. He's got close to 100 yards rushing already, and he's a quarterback.
Right. Both quarterbacks in this game showing off the athletic ability. Shotgun, handoff up the middle. Nunes dives for the end zone and gets the touchdown. Touchdown New Bedford within 4 minutes here in the second quarter. That'll bring it to 14-8, as we'll see if they decide to go for the extra point or that 2-point conversion. It looks like they're going to be safe and go for that extra point, which is what they should do.
Absolutely. At least at this point in the game, they matched Durfee's 2 points, so it was tied, and now they're going to be ahead. They're ahead 14-8, waiting the extra point attempt. It's never a given. You never know.
Michael LaJoy Jr. on the hold, and Mr. Everything, number 15, Mike Raposa for New Bedford, doing it all, kicking the extra points, being the running back, scoring the touchdowns, and even completing the first down passes. He's definitely showing the potential of what an athletic quarterback could and is actually doing.
Absolutely. You know, you love a player that can do everything, and even better for the Whalers, Mike Raposa is a junior, so he'll be back here next year. Still has one more
tough
season
to stop
under his
now.
belt.
He will be tough to stop next year.
Absolutely.
Hoping good health.
Yeah, let's not forget that the Whalers have just taken lead on 2 straight drives. They just got 7 off of a turnover, an interception. The Whalers are still without their top receiver, Jared Wood, and their top running back, Marcel DePina. So they're getting it done without some of their top players. And their quarterback, we mentioned in the open, was one shy, Miles Medeiros, one touchdown pass shy of the record, which is 17. And he's not playing in this game. So it was a gutsy move, considering passes were being made to the end zone
Kickoff
to take
to
him out.
Raheem Barzi. Runs it up the middle, hesitant on which way to go, tackled at the 20-yard line. It's going to be first and 10 Hilltoppers. About 3:24 on the clock.
If you're the Hilltoppers right now, you got to stay composed. You just gave up 2 straight touchdowns to the Whalers. You know, you're going into the half. Just try to get some points on the board. Get in field goal position if you can't get in the end zone. There is plenty of time. Use some timeouts. You know, short slants to the outside. Get out of bounds. That's a great way to go as well. work the sidelines and march down the field. There's plenty of time on the clock.
Let's see if New Bedford's defense can hold up as Durfee is trying to get that last-minute touchdown before the half. Flag on the play. We'll tune in to see what it may be. Looks like it's on the Hilltoppers. False start, Hilltoppers.
Ball's now going to be at the 15-yard line. It will remain first down. It is a first down and long for Durfee.
Folks, don't go anywhere at halftime. We're almost at the half. Don't go anywhere because the Durfee Marching Band will be performing on the field. They have some great music planned, as they always do. And so don't change that channel because we're going to stick it right here live.
Looks like what to be another false start on the Hilltoppers. Flags swarm the field. And it is. They'll be pushed back another 5 yards. Not looking good here at Mac Aldridge Field as Durfee was trying to get those extra points with 3 minutes and 24 seconds left in the half. Trying to get those extra points before they go into the locker room.
Yeah, they're going to have to do it now. They're going to have to go 1st and 20, basically. So they just lost 10 yards. It's going to make it a lot more difficult.
Quarterback from shotgun. Number 10 to Velas Oliver. Turns the corner on the right. Tackled maybe for a pickup of about 1 or 2 on the play. Actually, that was a pickup of about 10 on the play. Excuse me.
Yeah, he actually did a nice job of getting around the defenders to the sidelines and really kind of erased the penalty. But now they have only 2 downs to get the normal 10 yards per down.
2nd and 10. Clock winding down to 1/4 of 3.
It's going to be second down now for the Hilltoppers from the 20-yard line, their own 20.
Quarterback back in shotgun. Running back in motion right. Fakes the handoff. Takes it himself. Goes the opposite way. And is brought down at what looks like to be the 25-yard line.
Number 12, Mike LeRoy on the tackle for New Bedford. Timeout has been taken by the New Bedford Whalers. 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the first half. 20 seconds.
It's going to be 3rd and about 8.
You can see the Hilltoppers. They're watching the clock. They were trying to get out of bounds there. He was running to the sidelines, of course, trying to beat the defender as well. But he was running towards the sidelines, which, when you're under pressure, that's the best thing to do, when you're under time restraints. You've got to get out of bounds to stop the clock. You don't want to use all your timeouts in one down.
You're definitely doing 3rd and long here. They're battling the time as well as yardage.
Third down from the 22 for Durfee.
As Coach Taylor Brown hands off the play to the quarterback, to Velas Oliver. So they break, take the formation. Shotgun with Raheem Barzi to the right. Rolls right. Lets the pass off. Well defended by New Bedford. Incomplete pass.
No interference on that play. The Whalers defender was
That was-
looking at the ball coming in. As long as you're looking at the ball and you're trying to get the ball, you can't be called for pass interference. So that was very nicely played by the Whalers defense there.
It was pass intended for number 13, Todd Pixino, one of the captains on this Durfee football team. Fourth and long for the Hilltoppers. Smart decision in punting. And all they really need to do is just hold New Bedford for a couple of plays, run out the clock, and they'll both be heading off to the locker rooms. Horrible punt. Maybe about a 10-yard flimsy, wobbly punt that goes out of bounds. But there might be a penalty on the field as flags are down. We'll
Yeah,
tune
that
in to the refs to see what it may be.
That was tough there. He just didn't get the footing right on the football there. It's just really a high, almost like straight up and down kick there, but might have the opportunity to redo the punt, depending on what this penalty is.
like the penalties on the Hilltoppers. Doesn't appear like it's going to be enough for the first down.
But it might change, the decision on what to do here on offense.
Hey, stay back, stay back, stay back. Be ready. Be ready now. Let's go. Joey, just have fun. Good job. Don't worry about players.
We've seen some crazy decisions here today, going for the two-point conversion after the touchdowns early on in the game. Different reverse type plays, passes when not, punts when you don't think. You just really can't expect anything right now.
Exactly. That's what I love about high school football, actually, is because you never know what you're going to see. We've seen the running back, like I said, the quarterback for New Bedford's got almost 100 yards rushing in this game. We saw Durfee, the great pass down the sidelines for a touchdown.
Durfee is electing to go for it. They need 3 yards on the play.
It's about 4th and 4. Gutsy move, as we give the Whalers great field position here with less than 2 minutes
Take
to
the
play.
timeout as they press the safety button, which now what looks like it's going to be a punt. They hope to get New Bedford off sides.
If you'd like to get your 50-50 raffle tickets out now, you can do so. Again, I'm going to call the 50-50 raffle ticket number. You can pick up your prize in the entrance to the Hilltopper Stadium here. That number is 669-873.
See on your screen there, that was Durfee head coach LaJohn Jones.
The handoff up the middle. It looks like the Whalers have stopped them.
That's a great stop by the Whalers because they don't have very far to go to try to score in the last about 2 minutes, a little less than 2 minutes.
And if short, the Whalers will go on offense. If they do score, they really will have run away with this game here in the first half. And they do get the ball, ladies and gentlemen. 1st and 10 on about the 27-yard line for New Bedford. You have 1 minute and 51 seconds on the clock. 15-8, New Bedford.
It's a tough break for the Hilltoppers. I still expected to see them punt this one, maybe a fake punt like we saw New Bedford do earlier in the game, just to make sure that the Whalers couldn't score. It would get the ball down the field, but they elected to go for it, and, we'll see if the Whalers can capitalize on it.
Quarterback in shotgun, Mike Raposa, who's been very smart today on decisions, whether to hand the ball off or take it himself. Very versatile quarterback. Can basically do everything, as we've seen him even kick the ball.
We're looking at 1 minute and 51 seconds to go in the first half.
As you see coaches, players discussing how to stop this New Bedford Whaler offense.
That is the Hilltoppers' final timeout.
Really a preventative defense right now. Not on the risk-taking side, but conservative side.
Absolutely. You really don't want to give up more points. Might be very difficult for that to happen because they have less than 30 yards before they hit the end zone. The Whalers do. So Durfee's got to buckle down here. This is going to be, a real test of character and ability here on the defense.
Quarterback drops back. A screen left to number 5, Kevin Nunes. Brought down at what looks like to be the 12, 13-ish yard line.
That was a sweet play by the Whalers there. Pump fake to the right, and the screen, he was open there. Oh, man, that was just a beautiful play. Very, very nicely executed.
Durfee's defense in definite need of the halftime rest to regroup mentally and physically.
Yeah, they've been out there a long time. They've been out there almost for the entire second quarter here. So it's a long time.
Shotgun. Looks like a false start on number 5, Kevin Nunes for the New Bedford Whalers.
That always helps the defense.
Quarterback in shotgun, drop back to pass, finds an open wide receiver for the Bedford Whalers and is caught. It looks to be the 5-yard line, immediately tackled by a Durfee defender. Very close to a first down. It'll be 2nd and short.
Looked like it was Perry that received that ball. He waved to show he was open, and Raposa just totally threw it right in there, right through the defenders.
Some good team chemistry.
Absolutely.
Raposa faked the handoff on that play and immediately tackled by the Durfee defenders. Probably around the 7-yard line.
Stopped him right in his tracks.
That was Tim Ponce, the senior for Durfee, on the tackle. Approaching 28 seconds on the clock.
We got a timeout on the field. If you're just tuning in here on Fred TV, happy Thanksgiving to all. It's 15-8 Whalers. They're marching down the field here again. They will get the ball the second half. So they're looking to score once again. It's a 3rd and 2 situation here. Live from McAldrich Field at Durfee High School. It's a beautiful day for football, folks. And don't forget, if you don't have a TV nearby, you can log on to www.fredtv.us and click live on the homepage. You can always watch Fred TV on the web 24/7. It is available to you.
And even if you have friends or family who would love to tune in but can't because they're not in the Fall River area, they can go online, as Evan said.
It's a great option to have.
It's a false start on New Bedford. Set him back 5 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and long now from the 10-yard line.
First quarter was pretty clean in terms of penalties. Second quarter's been, we've seen a lot of flags flying on the field, a lot of yards lost. Whalers, that'll push them back a little bit. 3rd and 8, it's going to be difficult. They don't have a 3rd and goal yet, so they still need a first down or they got to find the end zone.
Quarterback goes to the receiver right. He's immediately picked up and tackled at about the 10-yard line. You can definitely see the emotion by number 23, Fritz Gustav, who made the tackle on the play.
It's a great play, and the clock is continuing to run, so it
3
looks
seconds.
like they're going to run out the first half, or they're taking the timeout, and they're going to maybe attempt the field goal. So there's no time left on the clock after the kick.
Definitely a smart decision by New Bedford. You know, if you can't get the touchdown, get the extra points, get that field goal, add some more points to the board.
Breezy on the field. It was supposed to be very windy today. It's not that windy out there. It's a great move to go for the field goal. You know you have a sure attempt at some points, you know, as you close out the half. And if you don't get it, they're getting the ball back, as I said, in the second half.
Mike Raposa on the kick once again. It is good. They'll tack on another 3 points. So the final score at halftime, 18-8. Both teams making their way to the locker rooms, regroup, get some water, get a strategy planned, and we'll see them back for the start of the third quarter.
Again, at this time, please, all Fall River and New Bedford school officials, if you'd be so kind to report to the south end zone at this time, we would appreciate that. Thank you.
In the second quarter of the first half, and they lead it 18-8.
Also, once again,
Offense was running strong, so stick around for halftime. We'll be back shortly with the second half. Thanksgiving Day football from Mac Aldridge Field.
Monday, November 28th. The reception will begin at 5:30.
So the big question is, where's the south end of the field?
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Get ready to rumble!
Pump up the jam, yo, pump it up, yo, pump it.
Y'all ready for this?
Let's go! Ho! Let's go! Make it hot! Come on! Let's go! Rock! Rock! Say what? Rock! Let's go! Rock this party! Dance everybody! Make it hot in this party! Don't stop! Move your body! Rock this party! Dance everybody! Make it hot in this party!
We're back. I'm standing here with the principal of Durfee High School, Mr. Paul Marshall, and superintendent of schools, Mrs. Meg Mayo Brown. Nice to see you.
Sorry, I left you hanging there, Evan. I'm sorry. I apologize.
That's okay. Glad you're here with us here during the halftime. And talk about the first half of this game. You know, the Hilltoppers jumped right out, got an early score, and unfortunately the Whalers, unfortunately for Durfee, the Whalers were able to jump right back and they scored 18 unanswered points. What do you think the Hilltoppers are going to do to come back in this game?
Well, I think the kids are really fired up for this game, and they really came out and played very, very well. I think if they keep that energy up that they had in the first half, they're going to be able to compete. And hey, you never know.
Absolutely.
Thanksgiving Day sometimes has some surprises.
I think that our team's going to regroup during halftime. You know, you can't argue against the Durfee Pride in the sense that we never give up, and they're going to come back out fired up.
Exactly. You talk about Durfee Pride. I was just going to touch on that because we just saw that on the video you saw at home, folks. Durfee Pride is a big thing that you guys have been pushing. I think it's a great thing. And I think it's showing by the fact that the fans here have filled the stands. You know, and regardless of the outcome, they're going to be happy with, you know, just being here.
Yeah, the stands are full today. Yesterday we had an awesome pep rally led by the high school. I think the highlight of my time was watching Mr. Marshall in the flash mob dance leading that.
Yeah, I guess it was dancing. I don't know. I'm not quite sure what I was doing, but I was having a lot of fun. So that's what it's really all about. Kids had a great time. The adults had a great time. And, you know, it's nice being the principal of a high school because you really never get a chance to grow up. You're always surrounded with that energy. So it was a great day. And a great day today, too. The weather was cooperating so far. So, I mean, couldn't be better. Well, it could actually be better. The score could be reversed. But we got another half to go.
We have a video coming up, the door decorating contest. Can you talk about, you know, what that is so that fans at home understand what it is? And
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a tradition that I'm not even sure how far back it goes because I was talking to some people who were associated with Durfee way back. But basically what it is, it's a competition between classes and also between clubs. And they get an opportunity it's called a door decorating contest, but it's more like an area, and there's skits that are involved with it.
Yeah.
And we moved the skits. The skits have been so interesting over the last few years, and what we felt was we wanted to have the whole student body take a look at it. So we've moved that into the rally, so the skits are done there too. So it's just a great opportunity for the kids to show their school spirit, to show their class spirit, and really pull everybody together. So it's a lot of fun.
That's great because it certainly seems like it's grown a lot since I was a student here 5 years ago. Because I remember it was literally just make the door as colorful as possible,
Right.
but it certainly has grown, and that's really a great thing.
Yeah,
So,
we're hoping. I mean, I know the superintendent's dance card is incredibly busy, but we did get a chance to have Fatima over from central office to help judge, and would love to have them over next year. So we're going to put that date down now so nobody can mess with it.
great. Thanks so much for joining us in halftime.
Our pleasure.
And you have anything else that
We'd
you
just
wanted
like
to say?
to wish all the viewers and families and fans and everybody that came out today a wonderful, safe, happy Thanksgiving to enjoy with family and friends.
Great. Thank
Thanks,
you so
Evan.
much.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Thanks for having us. Appreciate
Happy
it.
Thanksgiving.
Okay, folks, now stay with us. We're going to have that video from the door decorating contest right about now, so don't turn that dial.